Common Mistakes in English, Lesson 7. Topic: Weather. Part 1. Watch and listen.
Right now I'm going to give you a look into my bedroom closet. As you can see, it's a double closet. I have one side and my husband has the other. But I have more clothes than he does, so whether he likes it or not, I use his side of the closet too. But actually, the only thing my husband complains about is that I have some things that are very old and out of fashion. It's true, I have sweatshirts that are at least 10 years old. But if you take care of things, they can last a long time, right? One problem I have is deciding what to wear for special events. For example, it's hard to decide whether to wear dress pants, like these, or a skirt. And when you don't know if it will be warm or cool, you ask yourself, should I take a sweater? Will the sweater go with my skirt? Okay, so maybe these are doubts that only women experience. But don't men face fashion dilemmas sometimes? I think they do. Don't you guys sometimes need a minute to decide whether you should put on a tie for a special event? And then if you choose to wear a tie, I think you need another minute or two to choose the color. I think we all want to dress nicely, whether it's to impress others or simply feel good about the way we look.
How well did you understand? Let's check and see. Check 1. Jennifer said, I have more clothes than my husband does, so whether he likes it or not, I use his side of the closet too. Question. If Jennifer's husband doesn't like the situation, will Jennifer agree not to use his side of the closet? No. Whether or not means he can like the situation or not like the situation. It doesn't matter to Jennifer. She will continue to use his side of the closet in any case. Check 2. Jennifer said, if you take care of things, they can last a long time. Question. Can if in this statement be replaced with whether? No. Whether is often replaced by if in everyday English, but you cannot use whether in conditional statements. Note the statement, if you take care of things, they can last a long time. The first part is a condition. The second part is a result. When you have this condition, then you get the result. This is a conditional statement. You cannot use the word whether to express the same relationship. So this statement below is incorrect. We cannot say, whether you take care of things, they can last a long time. It doesn't make sense. You must use if in a conditional statement. Check 3. Jennifer said, it's hard to decide whether to wear dress pants or a skirt. Question. Can whether in this statement be replaced with if? No. Whether is often replaced by if in everyday English, but you cannot use if before an infinitive, such as to wear. An infinitive is to plus the base verb. It is correct to say whether to wear. It is incorrect to say if to wear. Check 4. Jennifer said, when you don't know if it will be warm or cool, you ask yourself, should I take a sweater? Question. Can if in this statement be replaced with whether? Yes. Whether is often replaced by if in everyday English to express two alternatives. Please note the two alternatives in this clause. When you don't know if it will be warm or cool, the two alternatives are, it may be warm, it may be cool. It's also correct to say, when you don't know whether it will be warm or cool. Now some grammar sources say that only whether is the correct word to express the two alternatives, but more and more in everyday English it's becoming standard to use if. But according to traditional grammar rules, if is only used to make conditional statements. And we can use whether to express two possibilities, two alternatives, in cases of uncertainty. That's why you'll often see whether following phrases like I don't know or I wonder. They express uncertainty. Check 5. Jennifer said, "Don't you guys sometimes need a minute to decide whether you should put on a tie for a special event?" Question. Can whether or not be used in place of simply whether? Yes. Whether or not expresses two possible alternatives, but or not is usually not necessary to include. Note the meaning of this phrase. To decide whether you should put on a tie means you can choose to put on a tie, you can choose not to put on a tie. It's also correct to say to decide whether or not you should put on a tie. All of these are correct. To decide whether you should put on a tie, to decide whether or not you should put on a tie, to decide whether you should put on a tie or not. Note, whether you like it or not is a set expression. You must use or not. You cannot simply say whether you like it. This is part of a larger statement. We can use it in different situations. Let me give you two common ones. The first is a situation when you're trying to express that something is going to happen and no one can change it. Hey, whether you like it or not, things change. Nothing stays the same. Second situation is one of defiance, meaning you want to do something, you intend to do something, and no one or nothing can stop you. No one or nothing can change your mind. Whether you like it or not, this is what I'm going to do. It's a statement of defiance. Check 6. Jennifer said, "I think we all want to dress nicely, whether it's to impress others or simply feel good about the way we look." Question. In Jennifer's opinion, how many reasons are there for dressing nicely? 2. Whether or not implies only two possibilities. In Jennifer's opinion, there are only two possible reasons why we dress nicely. 1. To impress others. 2. To feel good about the way we look. Of course, there could be others, but for the sake of this exercise, there are two. We've learned quite a lot about whether. Let's summarize. Whether or not expresses two possible alternatives. Whether or not can express that the result will be the same no matter which of the two alternatives happens or is chosen. Except in the set phrase, whether you like it or not, we can omit, meaning leave out, or not. The two possible alternatives are understood by using only whether. If can be used in place of whether in everyday informal English, but whether cannot be used in conditional statements. Use if instead. If cannot be used before infinitives or after prepositions. Use whether instead. End of part 1. Please go on to the next part of this lesson.